Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Film Freaks.
A show for film fun and all things entertainment.
I'm Jesse Galan.
And I am Bobby Flores.
And today we're going to dive into episodes 6 and 7 of Iron Fist.
Yes, we're going to plow our way through this and kung fu chop everything. Let's get into it. Okay, so episode 6 and 7. What are you thinking so far? Where you at? Where you at?
Where I is?
Where you living at, bro? Where you living at?
Let me tell you where I'm at, bro. I'm not liking it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm torn apart with it right now. Although this episode 6, did give us some action sequences, and I didn't mind them. I actually really enjoyed them. I feel like it's lacking. I mean, Iron Fist, Kung Fu Master, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of Kung Fu going on. So that's my biggest struggle right now with the show. Although episode 6, he does challenge the hand.
Yeah.
And we get this. Well, they challenge him, but he goes in there and he sets his foundation, what he wants out of if he wins.
Sabina.
Right. And then he goes after the hand.
Yeah.
And the first round, I gotta say, I was loving it because I was
blood circle,
the blood circle, and the stipulation of him not being able to fall off the circle, and being tag teamed by these two guys who are really well trained, and he comes off on top and goes on to the next round.
Yeah.
And
Spider Lady
poisons him, and then she gets knocked the hell out, man. With one kick, and then he moves on, and that's kind of where he fails.
Finally kind of turns into the One Punch Man and breaks I don't even know whatever weapon he was using, and then that's when Madame Gao kind of gives him the ultimatum.
That's where he fails.
Yeah, and says, hey, are you going to be the Iron Fist and kill and destroy, what you were meant to be? And I feel like the monks were pushing him towards that way too, where, like you have to literally destroy these people. You need to kill them.
Which is the reason why he ran away.
Right,
he couldn't kill.
Exactly, because he's kind of struggling with this whole thing of who he was as a child and remembering all that, and then at the same time,
I just had an epiphany.
Having to deal with killing people.
Was he part of the League of Shadows? Because this sounds awfully too damn familiar.
I don't think so, bro.
No?
I don't think so.
He's not protecting Gotham?
Kunlun, bro.
Oh, okay. Man.
But he did save Sabina, which is really what he wanted.
Right.
So he had to compromise, I guess, his honor, which Madame Gao could care less about, like she says, honor. Like, she's a bad lady. She don't care. And he was so torn up about that. He was like, she cheated.
She cheated. She has no honor.
That was cracking up about that.
Just like,
because he's just like, which is funny. Just seeing him, because he's like, what's going on, because he takes that stuff so serious. But he did save Sabina, which is the whole point of that.
The main goal.
Exactly. And then Mr. Radovan, or however you say his name, a little plastic thing that Claire had put, it did as much as she could, but they needed to get him to the hospital. And the hand, obviously, since they're everywhere and anywhere, and you never know who's who.
And because Torii Conveniences is just so perfect.
So they tried to fight him off, but they end up getting him, and they take him. It was to me, that first hallway scene or whatever when he was trying to save Joy was pretty awesome. But this one was really good too. That first round was awesome, just showing 2-on-1 there. It was really good. So it's interesting just seeing, I guess, where Danny is at with the Iron Fist, because he's supposed to have been there for 15 plus years training, and he climbed his way through the ranks and he earned it. But at the same time, he struggles with a lot of it.
But he's earned it, but he wants it, but he doesn't want it in the stipulation that he has to go through.
Yeah, and I guess I don't mind it, and I do mind it at the same time, because it's not like you were just there for 5 years. You've been there for a long time. So I think you would have worked through a lot of these issues. But he can definitely kick ass. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of,
It's wishy-washy.
Yeah,
I like it and don't like it.
I'm a little torn with that too myself, but I'm still enjoying the series overall. And then we get into episode 7, and he's all torn up about that still, and he goes to go see Harold, and these henchmen are there waiting for them.
I thought that was pretty funny. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know who this Danny guy is.
He doesn't even know I even exist. Hey, Harold, I have
He goes strolling in.
That was great.
And then it was kick-ass time, and Harold he's kind of badass, man. This guy's like cutthroat.
I like that kind of anti-hero.
Yeah, and then the crazy part is he still cuts his finger off. Like, he still goes through with it.
Boss,
That's
man.
Crazy. And he's just smashing their faces to bits. Oh my goodness! Like,
he's just like nothing. He was like,
yeah, this dude is cutthroat. Oh man,
love it.
yeah, it's crazy. And then we have Ward, who
The little punk.
tasted some of that heroin that Danny was trying to bring up before. And now he's like a hot mess because he was already hooked on his prescription drugs,
Right.
and then now he's getting some I don't want to say legit heroin, but some synthetic heroin,
Pure synthetic heroin.
So he's a hot mess. Like, he is just
legal.
He's spiraling out of control, and it's starting to really show like his years of, I guess, prescription drug abuse. Now it's starting
in
to show
addition, with all the anger from holding in from his father and hiding all that stuff from Joy, I'm sure that's eating him inside too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
he's in a tough spot, but he is a little bit of a little punk.
He's a punk. And then he explodes, and at the end
of the episode,
big. I know this is already a spoiler review, but just in case, really big spoiler review point here. He kills Harold.
Yeah.
Which I kind of expected that.
Hold on, one moment.
We're in the theater. You didn't turn it off?
I have no idea who that is, but oh well.
It must have been one of you guys.
Well, yeah, they end up killing him at the end.
Yeah, so like that. I mean, I kind of expected that happening, but I didn't expect it to happen that soon.
Right, me too.
So that was a bit of a shock, and that was actually a good ending point.
Yeah,
and
that was kind of sad too, because I really like Harold. Like, his character is freaking awesome. I like his crazy, sadistic, but badassness at the same time. Like, he's such a cool character.
Just like goes up to his son, just right in the gut, man. Just like, come on.
Yeah.
I actually wanted him to kill
Ward
because he was just a little punk, and I don't like Ward.
Yeah. So he snapped because he finally, the board finally is just like,
oh yeah,
we're done with you guys.
Right.
So and Ward was kind of already on his way out. He's starting to check out more and more. But so he finally has his little stash, and he's like, I'm done. I'm disappearing. But obviously, Daddy Harold is like, no, you're not. So then, that's what causes him to go see him, and he kills him.
And the only way to get away from all of this was to actually get rid of Harold. So
yeah.
I think he should have just waited till he got his money back and then kill Harold.
Right.
But I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures.
So what did you think of the final build-up of Colleen and Danny kind of getting it on?
Oh, man, let me tell you. Let me tell you the nitty-gritty here.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed in Danny. I really was. I mean, I wouldn't, if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't resist. I would have been all over that, but you had a vow of chastity, man.
Yeah, dude.
Where's your honor?
But I mean, when you got a chick like that kind of staring you down.
Hey, I said if it was me, I'd do exactly what he did.
She was all over that trying to sew him up and patch him up.
If it was me, I would have never accepted the vow of chastity here. So.
Yeah, it was cool. I like their relationship. I do. I like what they're building together there and moving forward. So,
which, by the way, I'll admit I was completely wrong in my theory about him not actually caring and all that stuff. In the previous episode, I stated that it was. That's why I'm a little more disappointed than anything else.
But yeah, so far so good. I mean, definitely in this episode, like Jay's saying, there wasn't too much fighting. It was more story than it was. And episode 6 was pretty much all fighting.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, so far so good. I mean, I know a lot of, like I keep saying, a lot of people are just trashing it. And I mean, I think I'm more on the liking end of it because so far, like, there's not too much that bothers me. But obviously, there's things that I'm not going to completely ignore. But yeah, so far so good. I'm liking the episodes. I feel like they're getting better as we have progressed through the story, and they're kind of digging into the meat of what's going on. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm on the scale of 10, I'm kind of like that 5.5 on the liking side. Yeah. I'm still struggling. Again, it's a kung fu character who's a master in kung fu, and he's fighting, and we're not getting enough fighting. Like I don't mind the story, as you know, because we all need story, and I prefer a great story over anything else. But I just feel like the story isn't at its. I don't think the story is strong enough for me personally to say that we can go without karate or some kind of action. And that's
especially being Iron Fist.
Right. So being the character, that's what his character's revolved around. You don't have that big important aspect of him. So that's my biggest struggle with it, and that's kind of why I'm not 100%, saying this is great, and I'm not saying that it's terrible either. So I'm kind of in the middle. We'll see what happens in the next few episodes, whether once completing the episodes, to see where it stands.
For sure.
We'll see.
So that's where we're at right now with these couple episodes that we've gotten in. We're both enjoying it. Some things a little more than others, but we're keeping on with this. So let us know what you guys think so far of this Iron Fist. Right now, leading us to the Defenders. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching our episode.
Yeah, if you liked our video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
And if you didn't, you can double click on the thumbs down. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like.
Right on. And check us out on our other social media outlets at Instagram and Twitter. And please tweet us at FF Media News.
Or you can engage with us through our email at ffmedianews@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks, guys.